Hello everyone, and welcome back to Madrid Era. Today, we are going back to one of the most fascinating moments in modern football history, the summer of 2018, when the greatest of all time debate looked completely different from how many people see it today.
Because let's start with the obvious. Looking back now, there is a very strong argument that Lionel Messi has completed football. After more than 2 decades of extraordinary performances, Messi continued adding to his legacy by winning multiple Ballon d'Or awards, lifting multiple Copa America trophies with Argentina, and finally achieving the ultimate international success by winning the 2022 World Cup. His story continued even beyond that as he remained among the world's elite and reached another World Cup final at the age of 39, while Cristiano Ronaldo was unable to add another major international achievement after Portugal's Euro 2016 triumph. But football history is not decided only by how things eventually end. There are moments when the direction of a player's legacy can change, when one decision, one trophy, or one extra season can completely alter the way history remembers someone. And the summer of 2018 was exactly that kind of moment.
Because at that specific point in time, there was a genuine argument that Cristiano Ronaldo was actually winning the GOAT debate. This was not simply based on one incredible tournament or a short period of great form. Ronaldo's case was built over years of consistently closing a gap that once seemed almost impossible to close. When the Messi-Ronaldo era began, Messi appeared to have the advantage. Even though it was Ronaldo who won the Ballon d'Or first in 2008, Messi then responded by winning 4 consecutive Ballon d'Or awards between 2009 and 2012, establishing himself as the defining player of world football and creating the impression that he was heading towards an undisputed place at the top.
But Ronaldo refused to let that gap remain. Through extraordinary consistency, individual excellence, and historic success in the Champions League, he slowly turned the debate around. By 2017, Ronaldo had reached 5 Ballon d'Or awards, matching Messi, and had won 4 of the previous 5 editions. What had once looked like a one-sided rivalry had become the greatest individual battle football had ever seen.
And by the summer of 2018, Ronaldo's argument was incredibly strong. Just weeks earlier, he had led Real Madrid to an unprecedented 3rd consecutive Champions League title, something no club had achieved in the modern Champions League era. It was his 5th European Cup, placing him among the most successful players in the history of the competition. More importantly, it represented the peak of a period of dominance that had transformed both Ronaldo's legacy and Real Madrid's history. From 2014 to 2018, Real Madrid had won 4 Champions League trophies in 5 seasons, and Ronaldo was the face of that dynasty. He scored in finals, delivered decisive knockout performances, and repeatedly produced his best football when the pressure was at its highest. In the process, he became the all-time top scorer in the Champions League and finished as the competition's top scorer in 6 consecutive seasons from 2013 to 2018, including a record-breaking 17 goals in the 2013-14 campaign. In the competition that defines modern football greatness, Ronaldo had become the ultimate player.
The other big shift in the debate came from the international stage. For years, one of the strongest criticisms against Ronaldo was that he had not achieved the same success with Portugal that he had with Real Madrid. That argument disappeared at Euro 2016, when Ronaldo captained Portugal to their first ever major international trophy. Although he was forced to leave the final early due to injury, he was still the symbolic leader of a team that achieved something historic.
Meanwhile, Messi's international career had become a story of incredible disappointment. Argentina reached multiple finals during his generation, including the 2014 World Cup final and 3 Copa America finals, but each ended without a trophy. After losing the 2016 Copa America final to Chile on penalties, where Messi missed his penalty in the shootout, he even announced his retirement from international football, saying his time with the national team was over and that it was best for everyone.
So if you froze football history in the summer of 2018, Ronaldo had an argument that was almost impossible to ignore. He had the Champions League dominance. He had caught Messi in Ballon d'Or victories. He had the international trophy. He had just completed one of the greatest periods of sustained success any footballer had ever produced. Moreover, that momentum seemed to carry straight into the 2018 World Cup. After the first round of group stage games, Ronaldo had already delivered one of the defining individual performances of the tournament, scoring a hat-trick against Spain and immediately placing himself at the center of the football world once again. At the same time, Messi's campaign began in the opposite direction, missing a penalty against Iceland in a frustrating opening match that only added to the growing contrast between the 2 careers on the biggest stage. In that moment, Ronaldo felt like he was on top of the world, carrying the same dominance he had shown with Real
Real Madrid into international football, while Messi was struggling to find rhythm with Argentina again.
But football rarely stays on one path for long. As the tournament progressed, everything shifted again. Portugal were eliminated in the round of 16 by Uruguay, ending Ronaldo's World Cup in disappointment despite his earlier heroics, while Argentina's own struggles continued in a chaotic campaign of their own. And almost immediately after the elimination, the biggest shock of all arrived. Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid, bringing an end to one of the most dominant club partnerships in football history and closing the chapter on the era that had defined his peak.
The decision had immediate consequences in the 2018 Ballon d'Or race as Real Madrid shifted their campaign towards Luka Modric, who would go on to win the award that year, meaning Ronaldo did not secure his 6th Ballon d'Or and as a result did not overtake Messi in the all-time tally back then. Ronaldo continued producing incredible numbers after leaving Madrid, but he never reached another Champions League semi-final. The player who had defined the competition for so many years was suddenly no longer competing at the very highest stage of European football. He didn't even come close to winning another Ballon d'Or as well.
Meanwhile, Messi's story continued moving in the opposite direction. He won more individual awards, including 3 more Ballon d'Ors, lifted the Copa America with Argentina, and finally achieved the one international triumph that had escaped him throughout his career by winning the 2022 World Cup. That moment completely changed the way many people viewed the GOAT debate, because Messi had now achieved the ultimate success, both individually and internationally.
And that is what makes the summer of 2018 so fascinating, because history is always easier to understand after it happens. Today, many people look back and say that Messi's achievements after 2018 settled the debate. But what if Ronaldo had stayed at Real Madrid? What if the Champions League dynasty had continued? What if he had added another few years of European success to a legacy that was already historic?
Would the GOAT debate look completely different today? Of course, we will never know. Football does not remember alternate realities. It only remembers what actually happened. And what actually happened is that Lionel Messi continued building one of the greatest legacies in sporting history. But for one specific moment in time, in the summer of 2018, Cristiano Ronaldo had perhaps the strongest argument of his career to be considered the greatest footballer ever. A moment when the debate was not settled. A moment when the story could still have gone either way. And that is why 2018 remains one of the most fascinating what-ifs in football history.
So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo was winning the GOAT debate in 2018? Or was Lionel Messi always ahead? And do you think football history would look different if Ronaldo had stayed at Real Madrid? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Madrid Era for more stories, debates, and forgotten moments from football history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.